that will help all of us. In our language, we say the believed does not speak a lot. But today, I want to bring some history about this land of Mavoko. And I urge Kenyans, we approach this issue with a lot of sobriety, no emotions, because it's going to address a lot of evils from all the entities that are concerned with land dealings in this country. Mr. Speaker, I am the Mp.Mavoko, and I want to tell this House I have institutional memory of that constituency, and not forgetting that this land in issue, I mean the land in question, Portland has its land. Portland has got many parcels of land, and the only parcel that is in question is LL 10424. So members, as we speak, let us not have a blanket condemnation of how many LL numbers we are addressing. The demolitions happened on LL number 10424. Honorable Speaker, members remember who are here on the 11th, during the 11th Parliament, that I brought a petition in this House requiring the Committee on Lands to have Portland surrender its mined land with letters which were signed by the board, and they agreed that they have had 2,000 acres that they have mined and they are ready to surrender to the local community. Honorable members, one thing we should understand is once land is surrendered, as per Article 67, it goes back to NLC, National Lands Commission, who in turn surrenders it to the local county government of that area. Then the local county government of that area decides the land use. The LL number I brought here was 8786/144, 145, and 146. And Mr. Speaker, we agreed with Portland, and it was agreed by even the then Committee of Lands, Department of Lands, led by Honorable Muro, that they were ready. We went ahead, NLSC agreed, the then Interior Minister, Mr. Nkaiseri, agreed, and that was agreed that they're going to give out the land. Mr. Speaker, however, during that time, the LL 10464 was in existence. However, and I want members to note, this land in question was owned or was claimed by Portland and Aimimalu Kenya. Aimimalu Kenya had a title for that parcel of land summing to 4,298 acres. Mr. Speaker, we must ask ourselves, where did Portland get this land? I agree with speakers that this land belonged to the people of Machakos County before it was allocated to Portland. Now, there must have been people who are living there. These Aimimalu Kenya claim that their grandparents were buried there and the ones who had that land. Mr. Speaker, what we should be asking ourselves is, since 2013, when the new government of Machakos came in place, they are the ones who started approving buildings. They were collecting rates from the same parcel of land. Mr. Speaker, today you know you cannot open a file in any county government without ownership documents. Mr. Speaker, and that's why I'm saying there is no way you can build in any municipal or city in this town without approvals from the county. Now, if since 2013 to 2023, the county government of Machakos has been approving these houses, at what point did Portland know that it was not their land? Number two, these were two entities competing for one land, Aimimalu Kenya and Portland. Now, if this case went to court, for the court to determine who are the rightful owners of this land, Mr. Speaker, the owners of these houses had, and they claimed on national television that they went to banks using the same title, they were given loans, they were being used by county governments for approvals, they went for search, and they were coming out with the right title deed. Mr. Chairman, I condemn with the strongest term possible the demolition.
Honorable Mavoko, because you are keeping to facts, not inflammatory statements, I'll give you 2 minutes. But wind up because the
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So the big question is, Mr. Speaker, even as we speak here, the Minister of Lands must be held culpable. Why did they issue 2 titles on 1 parcel of land? Why were the county governments approving these houses on the same title deed? Mr. Speaker, we know the government is the issuer of title deeds. They are the ones who verify. They're the ones who nullify. And Mr. Speaker, if you look at the title which has been given to the court belonging to Herman Kenya was issued 1980. The one of Portland was issued 2022 and 2023. Mr. Speaker, sometimes we must agree, and I have said it, and I'm saying it again. Had we had a dialogue with the various interested parties, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Speaker, this could not have happened. At least we should have saved those houses. And Mr. Speaker, those Kenyans are very innocent. Today, to build 10 by 10 is very expensive. Mr. Speaker, also, this is not an issue which should not be politicized. Mr. Speaker, I am the Mp.Mavoko. I represent pastors, MPs, thieves, and everybody. So for me to go and answer for a call of crime, Mr. Speaker, you should not associate me with that. Mr. Speaker, there are processes of buying land. If there is anybody who can point a finger at the Mp.Mavoko, let them point a finger, bring out trails and show anything. But Mr. Speaker, we must be alive to the fact that titles are issued by Ministry of Lands, they are verified by counties, even Kenya Power had put power lines there, water was put there. Where were they? Why are they making Kenyans suffer? Because of political differences, because of political divides. And I'm ashamed by members of parliament who come from Mukambani and they were not even in support of the community. Mr. Speaker, at one point, and I love Kenyans who go back sometimes. If it was Ishungwa, and I respect it. One time I saw him in Kikuyu saying, my people of Mavoko, my people of Mavoko should be respected. They should be...
Honorable Patrick Makau, your time is up. The majority leader proceed to make your contribution. You take precedence over everybody else in the house.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
These people making